Hello everybody, let's make sure that's in a good position there. Alright, that should do it. Welcome to Magic Moments Tarot. My name is Rose. As usual, we're going to start with the Lord's Prayer and then we're going to get right into it, okay? O cosmic divinity of all radiance and vibration, soften the ground of our beings and carve out within us a space where your presence can abide. Fill us with your creativity so that we may be empowered to bear the fruit of your mission, so that we bear fruit in accordance with our desires. Endow us with the wisdom to produce and to share what each being needs to grow and to flourish. Untie the tangled threads of destiny that bind us, as we release others from the entanglement of past mistakes. Do not let us be seduced by that which will divert us from our true purpose, and illuminate the opportunities of the present moment. For you the ground, the fruitful vision, the birth, the power, and fulfillment, as all are gathered and made whole once again. And so it is, and so it is, and so it is. Okay, I hope you all had a really good day today. You're going to have to forgive me because I will be sipping and munching while we do this reading. Excuse me for a second while I just put on the spirit box. Here we go. Okay. Let's get into it, shall we? Do our spirit animals first. Okay, ancestors, angels, and spirits of the highest white light, please guide this reading, my thoughts, and my sight. Let my messages find all who need them tonight. Let the messages guide them to do what is right, and block anything that is not of the light. In the name of Yahuwah, I pray. It is done, it is done, it is done. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So we had a good day today. Got to do some shopping, which is always fun. I always end up going into like a hot flash attack every time I do it, but otherwise it's fine. Oh, we just got the name Walter on the spirit box. So Walter might be significant to this reading. Okay, that's way too many cards, but I did flip the butterfly in reverse. Yikes. Okay. So the butterfly is, when the butterfly is upright, it represents someone going through an ascension process, okay? So it's someone who basically puts a death to their old self and then is completely reborn as a new person, okay? So, you know, they get rid of all their toxic habits, they do all their healing, they do their dark night of the soul, they do the work, and they become a way better version. Now, when the butterfly is in reverse, that's the opposite. So this is someone who descended, okay? So someone, I just heard descended into madness. So, yeah, this is, instead of someone ascending and becoming more at one with the universe and spirit, they sort of went the other way and became very dark, okay? They sided with the darkness. They sided with the archons, the demons, the, you know, the negative forces that be. Okay, now we have the bee. The bee in the upright is someone who works really hard. They work great as a team. Definitely a team player kind of vibes, okay? This is someone... Okay. Ooh, good lord. Okay, so we have hyena, ant in reverse, and a firefly in reverse. So yeah, we're definitely dealing with like some seriously like demonic energy, okay? The firefly is a light worker, someone who brings lights up everywhere they go. They bring their light with them, right? And the firefly in reverse, obviously, is someone who brings darkness with them everywhere. So anyways, on with the bee. The bee is very community-minded. They're very close to their family, okay? This is someone who, like, if it was a masculine, they would protect their woman with, like, you know, everything. Because, you know, they treat them like they're their queen, right? This is someone who has a big mission on Earth typically, because the bees are absolutely integral to our ecosystem in terms of the world existing. If the bees go, it's not long before we all die. Basically, it's like they're key. They're one of the keystones of humanity. They're required. Their presence is required. Okay? So this is someone who is absolutely needed in the planet, on the planet. Now the ant in the upright is someone who plans ahead, who works all summer sort of saving up for winter, that kind of energy. Someone who's very, very responsible, again, community-minded, etc. This person is very irresponsible, and they're not very loyal, okay? And we have the hyena. The hyena is sort of a scavenger. They just take off other people. So we're talking like big-time mooch energy, okay? Clown energy, okay? Someone who likes to laugh and joke around. But when they're laughing, it's not real laughter. Do you know what I mean? Like, if they're not... They don't laugh because of... joy. They laugh, it's almost like deviousness. It's like fake. It's a fake laughter, right? It's fake happiness. And then we have the caterpillar. Interesting that we have the caterpillar and the butterfly. Okay, so the butterfly, or the caterpillar in reverse, is someone who is in the process of descending. Okay, so the caterpillar in the upright is someone who's feeding their soul full of really good stuff. Okay, so they're eating in spiritual teachings. They're eating in healing energy. They're eating all this really healthy stuff to help them ascend. The caterpillar in the reverse is the opposite. So someone's eating a bunch of negativity. They're feeding, just all kinds of really negative stuff that sort of causes them to descend, okay? So either we have someone who has completely gone through this metamorphosis, or we have someone who's already descended and someone who's on their way, okay? We just got the name Asher, A-S-H-E-R. We also got the word bank and dirty. Okay, so A-S-H-E-R, Asher. Now the penguin energy in the upright is, again, very, very, very loyal. These people, like, penguins mate for life. The masculine penguin will go around looking for just the perfect stone to bring to his girl. Do you know what I mean? And then he always, he stays by her side, always and forever, right? Okay, so now we got the pig and the skunk. So again, very loyal energy, okay? Very, like, I treat my partner like, gold kind of thing. Again, very community-minded. Ooh, excuse me. And then we have the pig energy. I think that pretty much goes without saying. So this is someone who's very sloppy. They could be, what's the word I'm looking for? Really slovenly. Do you know what I mean? Like, someone who's just a mess. Someone who is, like, very disgusting as far as, like, sex is concerned. They say really inappropriate things. They do really inappropriate things. And then we have the skunk in the reverse. The skunk in the upright is someone who goes around spraying everybody, right? The skunk in the reverse is someone who will spray you, but you don't know they're going to spray. Okay, so they don't show you that they're about to. It's like, a snake in the grass kind of energy, right? So you don't know that they're gonna do you bad, but they will. They are. They're totally gonna do it. Okay. Sensitivity. We just got the word sensitivity. And we got the word part. So someone could be playing a part in, like, a play or something like that, or they're playing a part in something, some sort of plan, some sort of goals. I don't know. Okay, and now we have the jellyfish. Jeez Louise, we got really negative energy out here. And then we have the frog. And we have the roadrunner in reverse. The roadrunner, when he's in the upright, is someone who runs away from their problems. The roadrunner in the reverse is someone who faces their problems head on. The frog in the upright. Okay, so frogs, the lore around frogs is that they can travel between dimensions, okay? And that they're very adaptable. So this person can, you know, they can do well, just as well in the water as they do on the land, right? And then we have this like water / land energy, definite land energy. Then we have water, land energy here, and then we have definite air energy. So we could have air, earth, and water signs in this reading. On this side, yeah, same. We have air energy, land energy, no water energy on this. Oh no, wait, we got the jellyfish. Jellyfish is like basically the skunk, only they go around stinging everybody. They sting everybody. No discrimination. They don't like anybody. They're kind of a jerk. They just sting. They kind of, you know, hurt everybody in their path kind of thing. Okay? No discrimination. Again, this is that whole very like demonic energy. Okay? And we have the lion in reverse. Okay? Again, with that energy of the lion in reverse. Okay, when I was thinking of the lion in reverse, I was thinking of this special that I had watched where the lion, this masculine lion, was taking over a pride. He had fought the leader of their pack and had won. And he started eating all the babies. It was just a massacre, right? And I thought, oh my God, that's horrible. So that's the energy of this lion in reverse, okay? This is someone who possibly even actually does that. You know, like this could be like a satanic cult, satanic, satanic ritual abuse kind of energy. Do you know what I mean? Like making sacrifices and, you know, cannibalism and all that kind of nasty stuff that happens in those circles. Oh my gosh, I'm having a hard time keeping these straight. Okay, so we have, I know that, and I know that. All right. Anyways, so that's the energy we have there. We have the word somewhat. Somewhat. I don't know if that's significant to someone. Maybe that's spirit telling me that's somewhat the energy, but not totally. I'm not sure. We'll see when we pull some more cards for clarity. But we definitely have this like really, really nasty energy here, okay? This is nasty, dissension, you know, dark energy, okay? Look at that on the bottom of the deck. Okay, I think we've pulled enough. I don't think we're getting any more. So I'm just going to put the penguin. We got penguin, the bee, the frog, and the roadrunner. Okay. We're going to get some overall. Okay. Angels, ancestors, and spirits of the highest white light, please guide my reading, my thoughts, and my sight, so my messages find all who need them tonight. Let the messages guide them to do what is right and block anything that is not of the light. Thanks. In the name of Yahuwah, I pray. It is done. It is done. It is done. That is way too many cards, Spirit. I'm sorry. But yeah, no. It's like half the freaking deck. Okay, we have thoughtfulness. All right. Thoughtfulness. So again, because we have this Roadrunner energy in the reverse, and then we have these very loyal, very adaptable, very community-minded, this person has faced their problems head-on. Again, because the frog is known as someone who is, they're very spiritual in the animal kingdom, and they travel between dimensions. I feel like we could be dealing with someone who knows how to astral travel, okay? And we're definitely dealing with someone who is healed because they have faced their problems head on, okay? They don't run away from them. So we're dealing with a very, like, stable energy, okay? Anything else? Oh, good Lord. Okay. So we have dignity in the upright. We have sincerity in reverse. Hope in reverse. Magnificence in reverse. Well then. So thoughtful and dignified. So we're dealing with someone who's small in attitude and spirit. Do you know what I mean? They're either feeling hopeless or their situation is hopeless. And this person is very much a liar, okay? They do not tell the truth. Faith in the reverse, yeah, again, with this, you know, very demonic energy here. This very low-level, archonic, nastiness. Okay, so, anything else, Spirit? Anything else for our general energy today? Oops, 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 oops. Okay, now I have to ask. Is this energy in the upright or in the reverse, Spirit? Okay, sorry. Yes or no. Is this energy in the upright? Okay, so this energy is, so we have love in the upright, okay? And then the rest of the pile is as such. We have protection in the reverse, grace in the reverse, strength in the reverse, appreciation in the reverse, and endurance in the reverse. Holy shit. Oh, and memories. I didn't realize that. Memories is in the upright. Okay, so, oh God. Grace, protection, faith, strength, appreciation, endurance, magnificence, hope, sincerity. Good Lord. This person is ungrateful. They have no protection. Like none at all. Spirit is not saving them from nothing. Spirit is not giving them any grace. I just heard because they didn't give you any. So, yeah, pride in the reverse. Peace in the reverse. Wow. So interesting too, because I was just watching Independence Day yesterday, and I made a comment to my sister about this saying keeps coming to my head when I'm doing these readings. It's when the alien and the president are talking, and the president's like, can there be a peace between us? And the alien says, peace? No peace, right? Like, that's what I keep getting in my head. No peace. These people are not going to have any peace. They might be having a lot of nightmares right now. They might be feeling ill. And we have strength in the reverse. So this person might be feeling really weak, physically speaking. Memories, thoughtfulness, and love all in the upright. That's good energy. Okay. Let's get some clarity on this energy, shall we? We just got the word chase. So it could be a name. Someone's name could be Chase. It could be Chase Bank. Or it could be someone is going to be chased or is getting chased. I just heard by entities. Wow. Okay. So we just got... Look at that. The inheritance card. Do we know what reading that what like the energy of the reading is going to be today? Gee, I freaking wonder. The inheritance card. So this person is getting an unexpected windfall. Oh wow, and the second card that I pulled out is the King of Swords in reverse. Selfishness, ruthlessness, deviousness, premeditated malice. Someone who is overly cautious. Well, yeah, I suppose they probably are. They're probably paranoid as shit right now. Interesting that that's the truth in the reverse card too, because of the fact that we have sincerity in the reverse. So this person is definitely a liar. So this person, this masculine King of Swords in the reverse energy, is having a real bad time right now. And wow. And this person over here escaped this energy here. They escaped it. It says escape, freedom, release, finding solutions, relief, and taking control. Wow, okay. Safely. Look at that. Safely. On the spirit box. Yeah, this person managed to escape this situation. And they managed to do it in a safe way. Wow, okay. So this person wasn't safe at one point in time. We have the Page of Wands. Good news, courage, optimism, faithfulness. A courageous, energetic person. Salesperson, actors, politicians, preachers, inspirational speakers, athletes, or performers. So we might have any one of those oh my God, those jobs, any one of those careers could be significant to this reading, okay? But someone is coming in with good news, and this person who's coming in with good news might be younger than you, okay? And again, they might be someone in, I don't know, one of those careers. I don't know. Ooh, look at that. What did I say? Magician in the reverse. This is, yeah, this is someone who's really dark. This is a dark practitioner energy right here. Look at that. King of Swords and the Magician in the reverse. That's not a good energy. That is really not good. Ace of Wands in the reverse. Wow. Again with this Wands in the reverse energy. Hesitant, missed opportunities, wasted talent, and potential infertility. So this person is out of ideas. They can't think of anything. They don't have anything coming to them anymore about like what they should do about a certain situation. This person may have had natural talent. They may have been born, gifted with abilities, and they wasted them. They completely wasted them. Yeah, disharmony, disconnection, imbalance, inequality, incompatibility, and unhappy couples. So this person might be in an unhappy coupling right now, or this could be an ex of yours, someone that you walked away from. Okay? Look at that. Trust, wealth of knowledge, caring, healing, good advice. We have the King of Cups. Someone who understands unconscious motivations. A man in touch with his emotional life. A friend, a mature, emotionally stable person. So this might be someone, this might be one of the people in this energy. It might be a King of Cups energy here. So we might be dealing with divine masculines on this side. Folding on your beliefs, giving in, giving up, admitting defeat. Yeah, these people, I think they've realized whatever it is that they've done isn't working. Okay, we have all masculine energy out so far. So I'm wondering if we're dealing with all masculines tonight. Oh, just as I say that, the Empress in reverse. Never mind. Insecurity, infertility, lack of confidence, lack of growth, overbearing tendencies, disharmony, and negligence. This is supposed to be, the Empress is supposed to represent motherhood, right? So this could be a mother figure. To someone. Your mother or a mother figure. We just got the word Parker. P-A-R-K-E-R. So this could be someone's last name, first name. I just thought of Peter Parker, so Peter could be significant as well. I heard something about Polk, P-O-L-K Street. Polk Street. Someone's going to go from... Someone's like going to go from like living in a regular house to living in a castle Like that's the kind of wealth that they're about to get. Like they're gonna, like it's gonna be complete, like they're not just going up like one price bracket, they're going up like 10 price brackets kind of thing. Wow. Strength in the upright. Okay, so now we have some feminine energy out here. And this is a feminine who's taming a lion. Taming a lion, interesting, because we've had the lion in reverse. So this is like a lion taming energy, which is probably why they're losing and she's winning. That's awesome. That is so perfect. Oh my gosh. Okay. So these people are in really bad energy right now, Spirit. Why are they in such bad energy right now? Ooh, okay. Because they were refusing to give in. They were being stubborn and rigid. They were being petty over unrequited love. So basically, because you walked away, they get all pissy. Okay? They were arrogant and reckless. Okay? And they stabbed you in the back. They stabbed you in the back really badly. And apparently they put the nail in their own bloody coffin. Because they were materialistic. And they mismanaged money. They stole. This is a thief. Bad news in earthly matters, money problems, ignorance, someone who does not appreciate you. Yeah, so this person made a bad investment. Okay? It doesn't actually, I don't think it actually says, I heard stole in my head, but it doesn't actually say that. It says made a bad investment. So this person made a bad investment in doing something. And I feel like it has to do with dark magic, but this also might be because of the whole inheritance card, and because that's what I've been getting in all my bloody readings, is I feel like this again is that stolen inheritance energy that's coming through. This person misses you a lot, and they are pissed off that you left, and so they just they were being petty, and now they're paying the price for it. Well, that'll teach you. Just saw the world on the bottom of the deck. Interesting. A cycle may be closing, coming to a close, and then one might be starting. So someone might be starting a new cycle and someone might be ending a cycle, or both. Okay, Empress in reverse, Magician in reverse, Ace of Wands in reverse. Oh my God. Letting go of the past, focusing on the future, maturity, growing up, leaving home. Yeah, this person freaking left. They walked out. And now this person is feeling all butthurt about it. How dare you leave me? Yeah, they're in regret. They're in regret. They may be in regret over what they've done. Refusing offers, missed opportunities, focusing on the negative, self-absorption. Okay, well, they're not really in regret over what they've done. They're only in regret over what they've done because of the karma that they're getting. But they still are in regret, so whatever. Same difference, I suppose. Ace of Cups in reverse. Sadness, pain, unrequited love. Again with this unrequited love energy. This person really, like, I think this person has finally realized that you were the one, and that they made a bad choice to go ahead with this plan here. Okay, so we have like King energy in reverse, and we also have Empress energy in reverse. So this could be like either sex. It could be a butthead ex-female. It could be a butthurt ex-female, and a butthurt ex-masculine. Oh my gosh. That's too many cards, Spirit. I don't want all that many. Okay, is there anything else, Spirit? Anything else you need to know about this energy here? So someone is definitely coming into money. Someone is going broke. They've lost any and all grace with the Most High. They have no protection. So if they were doing spell work and the magician says that they were, then I feel like all that is going to go back to them, because this person obviously isn't being affected because they're in such a positive energy. Lack of ideas, intellectual inability. Oh God, this one always makes me laugh, because when this one comes out, basically that's spirit calling them stupid. Lack of intellectual abilities. Wow. Okay, so they're not very smart. They did not make any smart decisions. They were not using their head when they did this. Wow. Look at this. We have community. We have community, and then right behind it we have the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Greed. Being underpaid. Lack of inspiration. Avarice. Someone who is too hasty and makes mistakes. A diffident, uninspired person. So we have a community of people who are pretending to be all happy, because it says happy families, reunion, coming home, celebrations. Yay! Everybody's all happy. But hiding right behind that is the Nine of Pentacles. These people were greedy. So I feel like your family, there was some family involved in this as well, okay? Definite X energy here for sure, but there's definite family energy here as well. Also because of the fact that it says letting go of the past. This is returning to one's root. This is all about family, childhood, past, memories. And then this person walked away from that. So this person probably walked away from their family as well, or needs to, because the family was definitely in on some of this nastiness. But they're pretending like everything's fine, all smiles, and I love you, and all that kind of crap. But they're full of poo, because secretly they're greedy. Look at this, High Priestess in reverse. Misuse of intuition. What did I say? I feel like someone could have actually been born with real gifts, and they misused their intuition. They were manipulative. High Priestess in reverse. Then we have the Hanged Man. And the Hanged Man is in reverse. Discontentment, apathy, disinterest, stagnation, impulsiveness, and negative patterns. Wow. Yeah, so these people, they made a very impulsive decision to do this, whatever it was that they were doing, and now they're really in regret over it, like super in regret over it. Wow, look at this. We have burden, okay? We have missed opportunities, rude, tactless, hurtful, someone who opposes and upsets your plans, and then we have the Sun in reverse, lack of enthusiasm, sadness, unrealistic expectations, ego, conceitedness, oppression. Wow. Miscarriage and abortion. Wow. This is an extremely negative energy that I'm reading here right now. Extremely, extremely negative energy. I'm going to take this out just so I can see the numbers when I'm done here. Holy crap and doodles. Okay, what did these people specifically do? I mean, we picked up on the dark magic stuff. We picked up on the backstabbing and abuse stuff, but what did we... Ooh. Oh, shit. Wow, okay. So we have poor choices, hastiness, speed, and then we have the death. So someone is quickly heading towards death because of their poor choices. Oh my God. Wow. Okay. Okay, so they must have been sending death magic then, because that's the only way that would be happening as part of their karma. Maybe that's why Spirit's not giving them any protection. They're like, you know what, if you just... I mean, if you could be so easily turned on someone that you apparently are in love with, what else could you do? You need to be taken up out of here. The nerve of someone doing all this stuff and then, I miss you. Really? Really? That's ridiculous. God. Wow. We have the Queen of Pentacles. Fertility, prosperity, sensuality. A woman, a capable woman who is both mother and businesswoman. Ooh, and then we have two paths, decisions, options, planning. Grass is always greener on the other side. Emigration, leaving. So yeah, this Queen of Pentacles energy, this abundance energy, they walked away. They had two choices. They could have stayed or they could have gone, and they left. And it left them in a better energy. This might even be, this person might still be moving. They might be moving like overseas or moving somewhere far away, or maybe they moved somewhere far away. Conflict. Yeah, these people are in conflict now. Everybody's fighting with each other because they're all pissed off. It was your fault. It was your fault. No, it was your fault. Blah, 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 blah. Refusing to take responsibility for their actions. Abandonment. Abandoning plans. Yep. Disappointment. Introspection. Looking deeper. Yeah, well, you have no choice at this point in time, do you? God's going to sit you right down and force you. Anything else, Spirit? Anything else that we need to know in this energy? I definitely feel like this is that stolen inheritance energy. Because, like I said, the first freaking card out was the inheritance card, which, you know, it's always a surefire sign. And we've already picked out all of the cards. The only thing that we haven't gotten is the Thief card. The, what is it, the Five of Swords or the Seven of Swords? I can't remember. Yeah, these people are in a really bad way right now. They're having fear, anxiety, terror. I feel like these entities are terrorizing them in their sleep. Subject of gossip. Well, they were gossiping about you, so mental anguish, guilt, regret, remorse, focusing on the past, subject of gossip, yeah. Yep, everything that they tried to do to this energy over here is now being done to them. And these people, like, strength is in reverse. They don't have the strength, the stamina, the wherewithal to come out of this situation okay. This is someone who's very weak mentally, weak physically, weak, you know, whatever, in whatever way. They don't have the strength to make it through this situation. Oh my God. What did I just fucking say? Deceit, lies, trickery, cheating, theft. Yeah. Wow. We just got the word month, so something might be happening in a month's time. There's justice on the bottom of the deck. Justice is being served. Wow, we have the Star, we have the Three of Swords, but it's in reverse. We have the Nine of Pentacles, no, sorry, the 6, 7 of Pentacles. Oh, the Wheel of Fortune in the upright. Wow, okay. The energy for this over here is really, really good. This energy over here, really, really, really bad, okay? These people are in for some serious karma. They're getting their karmic justice. This energy here, again with the Thief, I think it's all confirmed now. Okay, we're definitely dealing with this stolen inheritance energy. We're definitely dealing with this dark magic energy. They were trying to suppress you, keep you down, keep you lower frequency so that you wouldn't pick up on the fact that they were doing this dark magic on you. We have jealousy energy here. We have pettiness here. We have unrequited love, and they got all pissy and butthurt. So they decided they were going to, you know, join the dark side, because why not? I'm pissy and butthurt because you friggin' walked away and you abandoned me, even though you were, you know, being treated like crap, right? So, yeah, ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. So yeah, these people are getting some really, really freaking bad karma, on account of which they're losing it. They're really, really scared. These people are terrified right now because they know that it's coming. They may have already started to experience it. And then on the opposite end of that, this person here is going to be receiving what was stolen from them and then some. And they may be traveling overseas and may even be meeting a new love partner. Okay, so they may be meeting a new partner. They might be. I just heard serious upgrade because, like I said at the beginning of the reading, I was picking up on like they're going from a house to a castle kind of energy. Okay, so this is someone who's going up like major. Their income is going to increase major. Like this is major lifestyle change energy. Okay. And they're in a really great energy, like really great. They're happy, they're healthy, they're, they're walking in their truth, they're dignified, they're thoughtful, they're kind, they're emotionally intelligent, enthusiastic about the future, they're hopeful, they have deep faith. Like this is really, really positive energy. I'm really happy to see this right now because I feel like the readings I've been doing lately have been like so super karmic, and it's good to just have that reassurance that everything's going to be okay, that all the bull crap that you went through is going to work out in the end. Although I do have to say most of the readings when it comes to this inheritance energy are exactly the same. So anyhow, I'm just going to pull some, what is this? Arcana of Astrology cards out. Let's see if Spirit has any advice for the collective today. We have Pallas Athena. Anything else, Spirit? We have Juno. We have the word herd just came up on the Spirit box, H-E-R-D, herd. So someone might live on a farm or a ranch of some kind, where, like where they herd animals, like they might herd cattle or they might herd... You herd horses? I don't feel like you herd horses. I feel like you herd cattle. Or sheep or something like that. I don't know. Anyway. Alrighty then. Okay, so we have Leo in reverse. We have, okay, so Pallas Athena, Juno, and Leo are all in reverse. Then we have the 12th house in the upright, the waxing crescent moon in the upright, and we have Pluto in reverse. Okie dokie pokey. Spirit, should I be reading these cards in the reverse today? Okay, I'm hearing yes, so alrighty then. Oh. Alright, okay, so we go Pluto, Pallas Athena, Juno. Where is our contents? Here we go. Pallas Athena, Juno, we have 86 and 88. 86 and 88. Okay, Juno. Okay, Juno, keywords: commitment, trust, equality, support, cooperation, infidelity, possessiveness, jealousy, imbalance, and oppression. Okay, okay. All right, so it says, in a reading, when Juno appears, it is time to take a look at your relationship and evaluate what is working and what is not. Make sure your focus is not only on the history of the relationship, but also on the possible future of it. Juno never makes a flippant or sudden decision. She looks at every possible angle of the situation. It's the perfect time to make a list of pros and cons or indiscretions. Is your partner meeting your needs? Are you meeting their needs? If your partner strives for stability and you want excitement, how are you going to balance these desires? If you are not partnered up, this is a great time to do some self-reflection on what you bring to the table, the boundaries you want to set, or even if you want to be in a romantic relationship at all. Okay? We just got the name Aurora on the spirit box. Okay, Aurora. Someone might be a really big fan of Sleeping Beauty. Okay, so Aurora. We have, what was it, Juno, and then we have 88. Pallas Athena. Okay, keywords: intelligence, creativity, wisdom, liberation, diplomacy, zealous, and overly critical. When Pallas appears in your reading, it is time to make a plan. Weighing the pros and cons of a situation is going to help you in the long run. Look at that, twice it talks about weighing pros and cons. The physical act of writing your ideas down brings them to life. This helps us look at the bigger picture. We often think about our own next step, but strategizing further down the line will help ensure our victory. Become a defender in your community. Pallas is not a me energy, it is a we energy. Just like we have to look at the bigger picture of a personal situation, we are also part of the bigger picture in society. Our friends and neighbors may have ideas that can be utilized to benefit everyone. Okay, so Spirit is saying basically the opposite because it's in the reverse. So Spirit is saying definitely weigh the pros and cons of a situation. I don't feel like that could ever not apply. So just going to leave that there. But yeah, Spirit is basically telling you to give up. Stop trying to strategize. Stop trying to ensure your victory and give up. Because your victory is not assured. Your failure is assured. And you do need to start thinking about other people other than yourself. That one for sure. Now we have Pluto in the reverse. Pluto, where are we? Zodiac sign, table of contents. 66. Keywords: death. Oh my god. What did I say about that? Death and rebirth, resurrection, change, destruction, occult, ghosts, and underworld. Wow. How very apropos. In a reading, Pluto in a reading points to big change coming your way. It is likely an ending of some sort. This will feel like a sudden event, but if you look deep enough into your psyche, you'll see that this was in the works for some time. This death needs to happen in order to make room for new life. The initiation of a new cycle is painful, but fighting it will just drag those feelings out. Ouch. Someone needs to do their dark night of the soul. Someone's being forced into the dark night of their soul. Knowing that something out of your control is about to happen is almost worse than the actual event. Freedom from old structures and anxiety is a relief, and it is in that moment that you can begin to rebuild. So Spirit is basically saying you guys are about to go through some really, really bad karma, but when the karma is over, you can rebuild, okay? It's kind of like a cleansing process. You have to go through this in order to make it through to the other side, right? And again, I feel like that can apply to both sides of this reading. It's basically saying, you know, you guys can both benefit from understanding that even the bad stuff that happens in our lives is happening for a reason. And, you know, you might just be the reason that it's happening, but it is happening for a reason, right? Okay, now we have Leo. Leo in reverse. Pride, ego, recognition, creativity, confidence, determination, and leadership. Leo's appearance means it is time to take pride in your accomplishments. You were in the spotlight and earned it, so be proud of that. It's important to remember that while you are doing well or earning some sort of recognition, there are people waiting in the sidelines hoping for you to fall. It is an unfortunate reality, so keep your wits about you. So basically, Spirit is saying you should not be proud of what you have done. You should be ashamed of what you have done. And yes, everybody's going to know about it, and no, it's not going to feel good. But there are people who are waiting in the wings who actually do wish you well and who want to see you improve. So, you know, take your lumps and move forward. That's all you can do at this point in time. 12th house, 81. 12th house. If you're in a period of crisis or self-doubt, know there is absolutely nothing wrong with you. Allowing yourself to work through trauma and mental health struggles is the best gift you will ever give yourself. Asking for help is often the hardest step, but you owe it to yourself to try. If someone close to you is going through a hard time and you aren't sure how to help them, just ask. Sometimes a quick "how are you?" or "what can I do to help?" is exactly what they need to hear. Do your best not to be judgmental or suggest ways they can improve their situation unless you know they want input. Keywords: karma, interesting. Private, secrets, hideaways, crisis, depression, and illusions. Wow. Okay, waxing crescent moon. Waxing crescent, where are we? I'm sorry, I have to go to the table of contents. It's a lot in this book. 46. Okay, waxing crescent moon. Okay, the moon is beginning to show herself and benefit the surface. The roots of the seeds you planted are beginning to weave and strengthen in the soil. Growth can be broken up into two parts: obstacles, which are negative patterns from the past, and actions, which are changes made to achieve alignment. What this means is that focusing your energy toward what you want to accomplish is a form of self-care. Just resist the urge to overwater your garden, as you don't want to end up with root rot. Keyword: initiative. Okay, so basically, Spirit, this is all about healing. This is all about healing, taking your lumps as far as karma is concerned, and then moving forward, okay? Just know that, yes, you did very, very bad, okay? Whatever it was that you did, it was an awful thing to do. But you can live through the karma, and you can become a better person, and you can make it through this if you are willing to put in the effort, okay? If you're not willing to put in the effort, then I don't know if you're going to make it through this. So there's definitely energies in this energy. Yes, it has. The spirit box just said depression, so someone's definitely depressed in this energy. But I feel like there are people in this energy who are not beyond saving, okay? God wouldn't be suggesting this, Spirit wouldn't be bringing this up if there wasn't people in this energy who weren't able to heal and weren't able to turn this around, okay? So, I mean, when I say turn it around, I don't mean doing a bunch of good stuff is just going to get rid of all that bad karma, because it's not. Okay, you're still going to have to pay. But doing a bunch of good stuff will definitely bring you positive karma, okay? Like, it's definitely better than continuing on the wrong path, in other words, okay? If you are wanting to sort of get out of this energy and change your life around, the only thing I can say is you need to go to God. You need to start praying, go to God, talk to God, ask God for forgiveness, and literally start changing. You have to start healing. First thing that you need to do is start healing, because once you heal yourself, you will feel so much better. You will feel so much better. First of all, any and all evil entities that you have been working with or what have you, they'll no longer be able to really stay with you because your energy will be too high, because they have nothing to pull on, nothing to suck off of, because all of your old wounds you've healed, you know what I mean? So you can't really be brought down, as it were. So, which automatically increases your frequency. And negative demonic energies can't survive in a positive energy, okay? So, yeah. So I hope that if you are watching this and you are on this side of the board, if you participated in any of this, just know that there still might be a chance for you to turn this around. You probably are still going to have to pay your karma, because it does say no protection and no grace. So everybody here they're going to have to pay their karma. It's just what's going to happen. But there's no time like the present to start building up good karma. Just saying, okay? And I really do hope that everybody heals. I hope that everybody is able to turn their life around and turn these mistakes into, you know, an inspiring story to tell people later. Do you know what I'm saying? And if you resonate with this side of the board, congratulations, okay? You've made it through all of your trials and tribulations. Your Job season is almost over, and you're going to be coming into a large windfall of money, okay? Thank you so much for joining me today. I really appreciate you watching my channel. I hope that these messages have helped you. Please don't forget to hit the like and subscribe, because they really do, it really does, help out my channel. I love you guys, and I hope you have a great night. Bye.